Hey friends, now we just to recap what happened today. Um, let's look at Tesla first. Tesla had a huge push at the last about 30 minutes of the trading day, and the price pulled up the 50-day moving average. So I think it's bottoming out for this short 2-day drop, and tomorrow we're going to see maybe it will either close the upper gap, which is around 685, and to wait for the news on its AI day, which is Thursday. Okay. And we see a low here is 588, 600. Okay. And the upper level is 725. So the win-lose ratio is like around 1 to 1. Not that great. But if you want to do a short play, I think tomorrow we have about $20 room for profits. Okay. And then we move on to Netflix. Netflix actually holding pretty good today. I think the low is 515 and closed above 50-day moving average. If tomorrow, if it stays above 15, I would say I would buy like September 525 calls, and then after that it will be this gap here, 540 or 530 and 540. Okay. And then the next one is Plantier. It also holds pretty well, and tomorrow, as long as it holds $23, I would say its upper target is like 27 first, and then maybe hitting the $30 after that. Okay. And then the lower range is $21. Okay. So the win-lose ratio is like 2 to 1. It looks like a pretty good deal for the long term. And then the next one is AMD. AMD is also holding pretty good. I think it's waiting for the news from NVIDIA's earnings tomorrow. Maybe they'll both rise after its earnings. Looks like as long as the price won't drop below 103, it's still fine. It may consolidate in between 103 and 112 for maybe another 2-3 weeks. That's, I think, the most ideal situation for me, to wait for the moving average to come up, and then it would go back to test 120 in October before its October earnings report, right? So I would say my cut loss would be like 102, just in case the retest $95 range for its 50-day moving average before the earnings. Okay. And then the next one is Baba. Baba obviously is in a downward trend, because of the general business environment in China right now. But let's look at its long-term monthly chart. Here is March 2020, the lowest point when COVID first broke out. Looks like the low is 169. That could be a buy level. After that, I think it's 150. Okay. And then it's 130, which is very unlikely. So the strategy here is to buy every 10% drop of the price to average down. And then eventually, I think at least it will come back maybe after 1 year for 200. And then if eventually the government approved the Ant IPO, maybe you go back to 250, okay? We just need to have a little bit more patience on this one. And then last but not least is Zoom. Zoom, I hope it will find its support around 330. And then it will make a bounce back to 365. The volume is quite low for now. We just need to have some patience with this one here. Okay, let's look at its weekly chart. Weekly chart shows support at 300. Okay. It could hit it if SPY index have like 10% correction before, like in September. But it's if the 10% correction happens before September 1st, it's definitely a buy because it's the reports earnings at the end of August. Okay. And that's pretty much it for today. And I hope we have a good day tomorrow. Alright? Take care.